Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's we here for Trip After Dark Live. I am your cousin Tripp Fontaine, good people. What's happening? What's the word? This is the night for the freaks and geeks. We talk everything from tech to rec. You know what I mean? I'm excited. Got the opportunity to get back to work tomorrow. You feel me? So we gonna talk some good shit tonight. You dig me? We gonna talk some good shit tonight. I'm gonna get to the rules, and then we gonna get to it, man. I ain't gonna waste too much time because I'm only due like a good hour, so I can finish packing and get all my checklists in order, do what I need to do. So, rule number one is different on each platform. I'm currently on Instagram, currently on YouTube. Rule number one for my good folks on the gram: use the question button. You feel me? If you got questions, use the question button to help you keep everything cataloged in one place. For my folks on YouTube, when it's y'all's time, because I'm gonna bounce back and forth to ask questions, I'm gonna just turn to you, say it's time, pin the question that I'm currently answering, and we're gonna work like that. You feel me? Thing two, it's important. Work with me. Proofread, my nigga. A typo hate to see me coming, you hear me? Cause I'ma make it. If a typo can be made, nigga gonna find a way. Proofread, you feel me? Make sure it makes sense to more than just, man. I was in the comments fighting for my life the other day, not because we was disagreeing, but because people was typing whole paragraphs with no punctuation. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what type of headache that'll give a person? You know what I'm saying? Blood pressure going up because I'm trying to. Yeah, no. When you before you hit send on that, make sure you done put some commas in there where they go, periods where they go. Make sure you capitalizing. I don't even know how you forget the capital letters. The keyboard fix a lot of that stuff for you. But proofread. Thing two, 2 to 3 sentences, fam. For one, I'm not reading all that. I'm not. I'm not reading all that. 2 to 3 sentences. Then on top of that, if you ain't set with your situation long enough to ask concise questions about it, chances are you haven't really unpacked it in a way that we could do anything productive here anyway. And if you feel like you need a whole essay, and you need to talk about your whole situation, then that leads us to the last thing. Uh, you need to lay down on the couch and talk to them people. Yeah, I'm gonna just flat out and say it. You need to go ahead, talk to one of them people, and I'm not one of them. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a relationship coach or expert, fam. I don't profess to be any of those things. I'm never trying to be none of them things. You feel me? So if that's what you need, you can go ahead and go get that. We got resources. TrippFontaine.com. You can get you some free or low cost therapy, or at least get pointed to the direction of it. We got some resources over there. So, oh yeah, this is also a safe space. My fault. That's the last one. This is a safe space. What that mean here? Don't disrespect nobody, bro. I feel like that's simple enough. If you can't get your opinion off, you can't establish your stance without demeaning, disrespecting somebody else, then just watch. You know, watch while the rest of us doing what we doing. We've curated a nice little conversation in this space over the years, so we like to keep it that way. With that being said, man, let's get to it. I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna talk some shit. Then I'm gonna answer some questions over here. Uh, are you a Fed? I'm not. Nah. First question: what's your take on the U.S.-Iranian war? Um, because this is the internet, you know, mind what the hell I'm saying, especially, you know, from a new person, because I ain't seen you around here too much. I think it was strategically terrible. I think it was terrible. Like, you had multiple military experts saying that it was just not a good idea to have a prolonged war with these people. And now here we are having a prolonged war with these people. I pray. Well, now we've hit the point where like ain't no swift end now, unless America just go home, and they not. They don't raise the military age. It's not that I think that America's armed forces are incapable. It's that like this is just not a good idea. We have a war in the recent past where we sent our boys to die because it wasn't strategically a good idea. It wasn't so much about why we was over there. We know we be in places minding other people business. This was just not a good idea. So sending our boys, our girls to go fight on mountains against people who from the mountains, who are surrounded by a natural fortress, I just don't think it's smart. I don't think it's smart at all. Um, yeah, I'll leave that there. I think it's a very stupid idea. We fucked up. America fucked up. I'm not owning that. America fucked up. Next question. How do you feel about erotic poetry? I love the idea, but not much of the execution I have seen personally. I actually feel the same. I think it's real easy to get corny when it comes to erotic poetry. The two erotic poems I have are actually funny. Like, well, I'm sorry, the two erotic spoken word pieces that I have. I have some that are just meant to be read, but the pieces that that I have to perform are comedic because I think motherfuckers be up there get to taking themselves too seriously. You up here grinding on the mic stand and shit, and the other people got to use it. I don't know. I don't know. You feel me? Um, I've been to many a open mic, many a theater show. It gets corny fast. It gets corny fast. Um, and here's why I think that is. Sex in real life is not the type of serious that a lot of poets try to portray on stage, right? It's so like it's almost like they're trying to oversell the experience. You feel me? You don't have to get fake deep about this very human thing. It's other aspects of it beyond just trying to make it sexy. It's already sex. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for me, I more often than not, I don't be feeling it. I think it's like this gonna sound like some hater shit low key, but if anybody around, it looked like in the comments I had some poets here. Um, if you've been around 10 plus years, you know erotic poetry is one of the lanes that you see people with low skill default to. Am I a hater for saying that? Am I a hater for saying that? That people definitely like try to write a nasty poem because they not really like that, and you can easily get the reactions with the freak shit sometimes. I'm a hater for saying that. Okay, all right. I got some other vets in here. Bet 10 plus. We got any 10 pluses in here? I see. I ain't know I had fellow poets in this bad boy. We got any decade plus? Don't tell me I'm the only old nigga on the mic. All right, we got 12. If we count the open mics, I'm about 17 in, man. Shout out to the poets in this bitch. Now it makes sense why people in here be so petty, so hilarious. Yeah, we got 20 in the game. Yeah, 20 in. Oh, so you know better than me. I appreciate you asking. But yeah, you know better than me that I mean, just over the years, I haven't necessarily, and it's not that I expect to be wowed by it. It's not that I expect to be stimulated to the point that I want to go do some shit. It's just like, yeah, most of the time, even if the writing is good, I just don't see it executed that well. Okay, we got some writers in this bad boy. I'm fucking with it. Page, stage, poetry is poetry. You know. Yeah, I shout out to you. Shout out to you, goddamn it. Shout out to the poets. Hell yeah. Do one more over here. All right. Oh yeah, we gonna stay in the art vein. I'll answer that one when I come back. Let's do this. The question says, I want to find a studio to start recording my music. Any tips on finding a good space and how to navigate hidden agendas from male producers and engineers? First and foremost, always have somebody with you at the studio. Always. If motherfuckers got to be at the studio with you in shifts because a person can only stay an hour, then always have somebody with you at the studio. Always. You feel me? Buddy system. Big buddy system. If it's any ladies on the YouTube that's on that same type time, shit, you never know what's gonna go down with strangers for real. So niggas, I'm saying the same thing to you. Buddy system. If them not your people like that, have somebody with you. You feel me? Thing two, always leave with your masters. Always. Always leave with your shit. Listen to me. Leave with your shit. Leave with your shit. We're not talking about a film studio, right? Where it's going to take a long ass time to transfer this, that. We talking about the music studio. We talking about wave files. Get you a A solid state. Oh, that is why you get a solid state, because if it was a disc like this one, that could have absolutely damaged some shit. Get you a solid state. Make sure you got a high speed cord. You need probably at least a terabyte to, if this just your back and forth joint, and get your motherfucking masters. Don't leave the studio without all of your music, because sometimes man, woman, it doesn't matter who the engineer or the producer, whoever in the studio. Sometimes niggas just on bullshit. You got you a hit record that they feel like they could pitch to another artist, or they got ties to the industry. Nigga, I done had records stolen. Shit, one of them came out. I was like, I was in college. I'm on no bullshit, bruh. I'm in the dorm, and the homie like, bruh, that sound like that song that you let me hear over the summer. He turned it up. I'm like, nigga, this is the song I let you hear. I'm like, holy shit. Nigga stole my. I'm like, how the fuck did he get my? I'm like, bruh, I ain't, I ain't take my shit. Take your music, my nigga. If them not your people, nigga, take your music. You feel me? I was 18. Hell nah, I didn't sue. We was poor. I didn't know nothing about suing, nigga. I didn't know how to go about it. So make sure you take your shit with you. Take a person with you. Take your shit with you when you leave. All right, we're gonna jump over to the good folks on YouTube, see what y'all talking about. Y'all got questions? Go ahead and shoot them. I'm gonna pin the ones that I'm answering, and we gonna get to it. In the meantime, in between time, while we letting things populate over on YouTube, I got to have you. I got to have you. I got to have you understand some things. So when I'm in a cry, right, and I'm in community with folks, we going from place to place. I'm going from wealthy areas to poorer areas. I'm going from modern politicians to traditional councils. I'm in front of the premier chief. I'm starting to see, you know what I'm saying, where this village ideology come from. I'm starting to see how it work. I'm starting to see what it look like in action. And I think we ask often, especially in this digital space, right? Um, we ask, what can we do? What are we missing? How do we come together? And I had posted when I got back that we were lied to about everything. And what I'm saying with that is that our perspective is why we can't quite land on a solution, right? We are looking at things from a lens that does not belong to us. And I've said that many times in here before, but going there just for the little bit of time that I did, it solidified it that when you examine things, when you try to do the village through a Eurocentric lens, it doesn't necessarily make sense. Especially, shit, fuck a Eurocentric through an American capitalist lens. It you can't. The capitalism we practice calls for hyper individualism. And it's a false individualism at that. Like if you a part of the working class, then you know what I'm saying, you're not as individual as you think. So when we attempt to move in that way but build the village at the same time, essentially every brick we place we remove. It's like you place a brick and somebody takes it because they want to hoard wealth. We place a brick and another person takes it because they want to hoard wealth. We place a brick and another person takes it. So it's like all we doing is placing and removing bricks as opposed to building community, as opposed to building village. You know what I'm saying? So it we have to begin to think about our actions, about our positioning in community as it relates to community. We have to start thinking about our talents, our gifts, our contributions as it relates to community. That is how you build village, right? That is how you begin to build village. Is to begin to actually think about yourself in relation to, because you exist in community. Um, what I'm about to say is like it sounds semi wild, right? We got a couple questions over on the YouTube. I'm gonna pop over there here in a moment. It sounds semi wild, but fuck with me. I tend to believe that the road is a lot like life. That people often drive the way that they live. That traffic will tell you a lot about how people are moving. And when you over there, bruh, at any given time, your driver, your taxi driver, will be on the opposite side of the road, casually, avoiding shit. Cars coming, avoiding shit. You know what I'm saying? Potholes, rocks, just at any given time. Anybody got the right of way. You know what I'm saying? But what I noticed is that in all of this maneuvering, wasn't nobody doing a bunch of honking, wasn't nobody cussing, wasn't nobody trying to yell at nobody, roll windows down, none of that. The way that they operate is that everybody owns the road at all points in time because everybody is just trying to get to where they're trying to go. When people are just pulling out into the road, it doesn't become an incident there. Niggas just hit the brakes and let them pop out because it's going to be traffic regardless of whether I let you out or not. We all out here already. When people have to swerve to the opposite side of the street in order to avoid a pothole or something like that, the people headed this direction slow down because they also see the obstacle in the road and understand that that person either has to slide to this part of the street or else run their car into a pothole. So what looks like chaos, what looked like was actually them all owning something together, sharing understanding that everybody is simply trying to go where they trying to go and allowing people to get there, helping if they can. You feel me? Man, we got the legend Steve Brown in the building. What's happening, brother? Huge fan, family. Um, but bruh, it again, I think we have this perspective that we inherit from this American thing that says me, 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 me. You never build village that way. You never build village that way. I know the good people in here have heard of Ubuntu. I am because you are. Like we have to operate that way. I am because you are. You feel me? The way I be telling y'all, like, bruh, I always make myself available for the free in some way because Tripp Fontaine is not a thing without y'all supporting it. You feel me? Like if you have a job, then you are getting paid for your time, which means you could either be working, you could be resting to work, you could be doing a lot of other shit, but y'all be supporting me. So I make myself available because I understand, nigga, I am because y'all are. You feel me? That is our relationship. Take that, apply it to your community. Take that and apply it to community. You feel me? That idea, take that and apply it to community. Like this idea that I'm in the position I'm in because of the people and things around me. Good, bad, and different. The things around me have influenced me in such a way that I'm in this position. And so how do I give that back? You know what I'm saying? We all sharing this thing. Everybody trying to get to where they trying to go. So how do I either let somebody over? How do I slow down so somebody could get past? How do I adjust in such a way that we can all fit in this thing and get to where we trying to go? If that mean I got to put an extra 5 minutes on, I can afford that. If I gotta, you know what I'm saying? If I gotta make a little detour real quick, I can afford that. So again, man, I definitely just wanted to get that piece, and I'm gonna give more pieces. I think that's how I'm gonna drop the game on the live. I'm gonna do some writing on the IG and on the socials, but on the lives, I think I'm gonna just kind of give y'all piece by piece things that I learned over there. Perspective that was cleared up, sharpened, shit, questions that I got for community. You know what I'm saying? And I do have a question for y'all um, before we get up off here, but for now, we gonna jump over here to the good folks on YouTube. I ask a question after I holler at them. All right, let me see. Let me see. All right, we got ourselves a question. My beloved asks, how do we get to a mutual understanding without overstepping one another? I likes that. I likes that. All right. We have to have a keen understanding, okay, of what the overarching problem is. That is how we gain a mutual understanding. We do not have to be on the exact same page about how we want to see that problem solved. And that is because that problem does not affect us all the same way, right? There will need to be different groups, different subcommittees, different interests, right? We need something like that. But we got to be keen on what the problem is, the big problem. And I don't think once we sit down and get to organizing at the local level, it'd be hard for us to figure out what the big problem is because we know what the big problem is. You feel me? From there, again, we don't overstep by not forcing our solution on people who do not necessarily identify with that solution. We need a plethora of organizations and action plans in order to tackle comprehensive problems. Cause them problems, boy, they all encompass that big problem caused some all encompassing problems, boy. I tell you that much. So I actually need you to do you. The way I don't overstep is not stopping you from doing you so long as it's not bringing harm to the community, right? That's where we would start drawing lines. Is if your plan brings harm to the community, we have a clear issue. But as long as you helping solve issues and you ain't bringing no harm, do that shit. Let me get out the way. Like I said, a part of what we have to figure out when we operate at a communal level or on a communal level, how can I get out the way? Everybody be all take up space, take up space. Nah, that ain't necessarily how that work when you thinking communally. Take up the space required and then leave space for everybody else. You feel me? How can I leave space for the other folks? How can I just take up the space that I need? A little extra to kick back. Just spread my feet. You know what I'm saying? How can I just take what I need? That's how you think communally. How can I put somebody else on? We at the embassy suites, family. We at the embassy with it. But yeah, man, that's we when you talk to think in a me and mine only type of way, you don't form again. That's antithetical to community. The way America teach you is community really don't extend too far past your house. 9 o'clock. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that question. That's good stuff right there. Very good stuff actually. Let me see what else we got going on over here. Brazil in the building. What's happening? I can dig that. What else we got? What else we got? I knew I had scrolled past some questions. Where did they go? Ah, anxiety and depression. How to maintain. I so get you an action plan. Talked about in therapy. First talked to my therapist about having seasonal depression, a seasonal affective disorder as it's called, and anxiety and shit, generalized anxiety. The action plan needs to include for your anxiety ways to regulate, right? Ways to regulate. There are physical ways to regulate. There are ways that you could stimulate yourself, such as music, white noise, and things like that to help regulate yourself. There are plenty of different modalities. The thing is, you have to find the one that actually works for you. There's deep breathing. Uh, I'm a breath work guy, meditator, so that's kind of what I do for mine. Um, Also a medical marijuana patient, so I got with a black woman physician who really like taught me about terpenes and what I actually should be smoking to help with the anxiety and not actually trigger it. You feel me? Um, for the depression, your action plan needs to include things that keep you from spiraling. Whether that's making sure you brush your teeth, making sure you wash your ass, because believe me, I understand when it really get dark, how hard it could be just to get the fuck up out the bed. Um, so yeah, you need to get you an action plan that includes identifying, being able to identify. This requires presence, by the way, and taking some notes. Um, Being able to identify within your plan when you're spiraling or the signs, like when you starting to spiral type shit. Um, That way you can at least try to course correct before it really go down. And a good ass therapist, man. If it's within your means, right? Your resources, a good ass therapist. That way you got a space to unpack it, and you got a person to help you navigate it. Definitely a good ass therapist. Cause everything God gave you, I got in therapy. I ain't make none of that up. That ain't a trippism. That's not a trip is so wise, nigga. That's a solid year and change, week on, week out, and then graduating to monthly after that, and still continuing for almost a year. So goddamn it, write it out. Get you some action plans, damn it. Get on that. All right, let me see. Let me see what else we got. What else we got? Let me see. All right, look like we might not have any more questions. Over. All right, now it's my turn to ask y'all a question to take home with y'all. Before I get to the rest of the questions here, I'm gonna go ahead and ask y'all some shit. What is it that you feel you would lose by pouring into community? You ain't got the answer in here. Don't answer in here. Feel me? I'm this to take with you. What is it that you what do you feel like you gonna lose by investing in community? Because ultimately it gotta be that. If you a sound mind and able body, you know what I'm saying? What you feel like you gonna lose by investing in community? Chew on it. Like really chew on it. Take it with you and chew on it. Yeah, I mean, that's a question for you. It's not for me. It's not for the chat, because that's some shit that I really want y'all to chew on and then throw out into your real life. I want you to throw that into your real life. Don't you ain't got to throw that to me. Real life. When I go to Louisville tomorrow, it's gonna be two people with me from my real community. You know what I'm saying? The nigga cousin Kenny, we are in real community together, like real life. I see that man out in the real world. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to tell me. This is for you. What do you feel you would lose by investing in community, like your real community where you live at? I'm not telling you what that investment gotta be. I'm not telling you how long you got to be investing. I'm just asking, what do you feel you would lose by investing in your real community? I ain't gonna preach on it. I ain't gonna shift to that. I just, from me to you, you dig me? I feel like you could find you some good game within yourself by chewing on that question. Because it's probably gonna lead to some more questions. You know what I'm saying? And that's whether your answer was nothing, whether your answer was whatever. What do you feel like, you know what I'm saying? You'll find enough good game within yourself to go ahead and do what you need to do after that. I believe that. I don't give homework in the digital space often, but you go ahead and sit with that one. I'll have another question for y'all when we come back next week, type. Y'all be asking me all of the questions. I'm gonna start asking y'all shit too. I would like to know. Don't answer me here. Answer me out in the world. Answer me in community. All right, now let's see what we got going on. IG. In the world we're living in today, what can you say to bring a little more light and positivity in people's lives? Well, we about to enter sundress season, my nigga. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I was gonna try to pick something deep and shit, but now I'm gonna just be honest about what I'm excited about. We entering sundress season. You feel me? It's finna be yeeks out. It's finna be pretty toes and anklets out. I don't know if y'all, excited about that like I'm excited about that, but it's finna get real you know what I'm saying, real blessed around here and highly favored. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about bringing some light in the world. That's you light my fire. You want to talk about bringing some light in the world, you lighting my fire. It's finna be sundress season. You feel me? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about y'all. If that's a bright spot for y'all, you feel me? But niggas in World War III, up here in Ohio, we done had like the all four seasons in the last 2 days. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. But I tell you, when them yeeks in that sundress, I don't care too much about it. It's some real niggas in this motherfucker that testify. You feel me? It's the season. I'm gonna forget about a lot of what's going on in the world these next couple months. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Yeah, I ain't finna sit up and lie to you. I was outside today. I was at the mall earlier looking for me some little shoes, and they was outside. I'm like, God, hey, yeah, yeah. Y'all couldn't wait. Neither could I. How great is our God? You seen the yeeks? How great is our? You know what I'm saying? You seen the yeeks, how great is our God? Cause I'm talking about, bro, when you really think about how powerful a well proportioned and positioned posterior can be. You feel me? When you think about how it almost slow down time and how it almost got its own gravitational pull, right? When you think about how attention just kind of turned to the motherfucker, like that right there, that's power. That's power. You feel me? And you gotta love it. You've got to love it. And I love it. I do. What's happening? Old Jersey bastard in the building. That's who did the hat. So yeah, like I said, if we talking about bringing some light and positivity in the world, sundress season. I don't know what else y'all gonna be focused on from like April on to August. But for a nigga like me, I'm gonna be focused on them yeeks. I'm gonna still be focused on the work, but I'm gonna be focused on them yeeks. It's like a 1A, 1B. And the B is for backside. Oh, like good brother. So I don't know how y'all living. That's how I'm living. That's the good news. The gospel, if you will. The gospel of yams. First and second Yamuel. You know what I mean? You have to know that. I'm talking about the book of Proverbs. You know, I'm telling you, I'm outside, all the way outside, linen outfit on. I'm wilding. Nah, I'm wilding. See what else y'all talking about. What's something you believed about relationships while you were younger that you had to unlearn the hard way? What is some shit I believed as a kid? Well, as a kid, I used to think that you hunched with your clothes on. And clearly, the first time I saw sex, boy, was I, you know, because when I was a little kid playing house and shit, in my mind, when we rubbing clothes together, I'm doing it. I was doing it. I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I was active. When everybody else started really doing it in middle school, I felt like me rubbing my jeans all, you know what I'm saying, getting some good wiggling, getting some good kisses in, I felt like that really meant some shit. I didn't know that meant I was green. I didn't know that meant I was green. I didn't know that, you had to remove articles of clothing in order for something to happen. Especially because, like, when I'm young, you know what I'm saying, the hormones start to raise, you start to hit puberty, your situation start to stiffen out, right? I'm thinking because I got that going on, I'm rubbing body to body, or at least fit to fit anyway. I felt like I was doing something. Then it go around that I was scared to make a move. I'm like, I thought we was moving. I was doing plenty of moving, plenty of moving. I thought all of this movement counted for something. You know what I'm saying? I got denim stains on my white tee. We was doing so much moving. I didn't know. I wasn't scared of anything. I thought I went at it full force. I thought we was doing it. Doing something. You feel me? Talking about something a nigga had to learn the hard way. It was hard. And I learned. Shit. I don't know. Shit, I still like a good make out dry hunt session. I don't know about y'all. Cause shit, niggas done got a little too advanced, too nasty, too fast for me. Like everybody want the full nasty on the pop out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that like we could just make out and dry hunch. Y'all still be fingering? I'm in y'all business now. I'm back asking y'all questions. Cause that's I'm an old school nigga. Y'all still be fingering? I play with some coochie now. I don't know about y'all. Some kid, some kissing and playing with the coochie. Ah, shit. We can do that for a little minute. We ain't got to rush into nothing. I don't know why. I don't know what done happened to the game, but I still like to get me a good fingering in. Get down there, get the. Mm, yeah, you feel me? I don't know what everybody else be having going on. Niggas just be trying to run across home base mad times. Like I'm trying to hit all of them. You still gotta run the home run, nigga. Like, but I learned the hard way. As motherfuckers got more nasty, that shit just stopped counting. All my little regular shit just stopped counting. Niggas just got extra nasty. Now don't nobody want to finger no more. We talking about fingering in the ass, which don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and put my thumb in there too. But how we not fingering no more? How we not regular fingering? How we go straight to thumb in the butt? Like we not regular fingering no more. Niggas on the song talking about I don't love these hoes, I don't kiss these hoes. Wait a minute, nigga, we not making out no more or nothing. We not doing none of that. What happened to the standard build up? Like you gotta somebody got to help me understand what happened to the standard build up. Nah, a nigga like me, I'm trying to make out for a hot second. Don't rush to make out. Now, don't fuck it up for me, shorty. Like I just cause you want to get hot and heavy immediately. No, this for us. This for us. No, we kissing. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Don't. Hey, I'm talking about. I done had shorties being such a rush. Like she take all her clothes off herself. Like damn, sure, what I'm supposed to do? You done fucked up my little build up. Now you just ass naked getting early coochie juice on the seats. We ain't even do nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be levels to the thing. Don't fuck up the mode. Don't fuck up the mode. Do not fuck up the mode. Let a nigga work. Cause once I found out, like I found out and I got right. So now that I know, let me work. Let me run the bases is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? As a nigga who still appreciate first, second, third, and home plate, let me run the bases. You feel me? Let me put work in. Plus, ladies, I'm gonna put y'all on. Some of y'all. Some of y'all know. You know, a lot of my ladies who got that Perry pack on them, my 40, 42 plus. I know I got a couple 45 pluses in here. Y'all know, but I'm talking to the rest of y'all, especially you young ones. Don't rush through that foreplay now. That foreplay could provide you a good two, three of them before dick ever get involved. Cause you never know what that's gonna be about. That is unpredictable. That could be unpredictable right there. You better use that foreplay to your advantage, shorty. Some of y'all young Johns be trying to rush into it, trying to do all the nasty shit you heard in the songs and shit like that. Nah, shorty, use all that. Get you some more head. Fuck is you talking? Don't rush to. I I want you. No, shorty. No, you want orgasms. That's what you want. Get you a couple of them things before niggas ever bring dick to the table. Y'all be out here dissatisfied and shit like that. You need to make sure you get you one before dick ever get involved. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush Nathan. Don't rush Nathan. Let it work. Cause a nigga like me, I tell you, I'ma jump in and jump out. It takes more than love to build it up. You hear me? I'ma jump in, jump out. To build. You feel me? I'ma pop in, pop out, do some more shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. My best rounds got a buffer. Yeah. Yeah, and that ain't even because nigga grind. I'm telling you, my best rounds got the buffer. You got to let me load the good dick up. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me a minute. Cause once we load it up all the way, I can make some guarantees. I'm gonna start talking crazy to you. But you got to let me, you know what I'm saying? You got to let me buffer. Yeah. Especially if I ain't get that first one out before you came through. You got to let me scale this out. I can't just and y'all look, ladies, look here. Look here. Our orgasms don't work like y'all's. Cause I want y'all to know you got the fellas fucked up. We got 46 on YouTube, 80 on the gram. That means we got 120 people between the two. What that means is that we got anywhere from 7 to 12 real niggas in attendance right now. And they'll tell you, y'all be having us fucked up. Our orgasms don't work like yours. Y'all be trying to get mad aggressive and throw ass and coochie any old type of way and then get mad when a nigga busts. No, shorty. When I said be still, that was for both of us. I just said it like I was talking some good shit because I can't tell you to be still before I bust. Be the fuck still. You want to fuck all fast and shit, do all the extra grindy shit. Be still. Be still. You're taking minutes off the motherfucking clock. Be still. How you up here stealing strokes and shit like that, then gonna be mad when I bust? Be still. Didn't nobody tell you to do all that extra shit when I was hitting from the back? You did that. You did that, and now I'm done. Now what? A nigga say slow down, you gonna speed up because you want to show out. Shorty, you bust and get recharged. You bust and want to do some more shit. You bust and want to go clean the house and shit like that. We bust and die a little bit. You did that. That's your fault. I hope you're proud of yourself. Great job. Great job. Hey, I'm finna cuddle with you now. You ain't want to be still earlier, so now we both finna be still now. Yeah, yeah, cause I need my aftercare. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, we can lay on my side. We got all the juice on yours. You was on bullshit, and now here we are. I told you to take the head, you wanted the other, or I told you to let me finger it, you was like, no, you was ready. I told you to take the head, you was like, no, hey, Yeeks be still is crazy. Kenny, you a wild nigga, bro. Yeeks be still is the illest shit out, nigga. Hey, that just fucked up my whole shit, man. Yeeks be still is crazy, dog. But in real life, though, Yeeks be still, cause it's this is your fault. This is absolutely your fault. Y'all get on top, get the foot down, knee down, riding the nigga all crazy, got me tucked up into the upper left corridor of the coochie, and you think I'm supposed to last? Huh? Huh? You got me in the coochie watching the deleted scenes and special features and shit. And you think I'm supposed to last? Huh? You up here throwing ass without moving your whole back. You just moving the lower part. And you think I'm finna know this is your fault. You gotta hold this. You gotta hold this. I'm not letting y'all do that to us fellas no more. Y'all only be lasting 3 minutes. And it took a lot to do that. You don't know how much willpower and squeezing it took to do that. You ain't finna keep doing that shit to us. This is your fucking fault. Soon as I got in it, you wanted to show out. You almost took me out with the head. The only thing to save me with the head is the fact that you be wanting to lick the side and lick the ball so I'll be able to reload and shit. You almost took me out with the head. Ho, you're lucky I lasted 3 minutes. Fuck is you talking about? And the coochie good? Hey, watch what the fuck you talking about. That was 3 quality minutes. What the fuck is you talking about? I would love to see you plank for 10 minutes straight in some good coochie. We would love to see that, wouldn't we, Lee? We would love to see that. Nah, y'all got to start holding that. Fuck on up out of here. The fellas need to, you need to be still. Stop moving. I had it. If you would have got them two off the foreplay, you wouldn't have had to do all that. When you get on top, do that thing that you need to do and then be still. Stop fucking playing. But it's my fault. How it's my fault I didn't last in good coochie? Tell me and the rest of the fellas that. What did you lady and look, when I say this, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm talking to the women that really got that pressure. And statistically speaking, I'm saying this as a former whore. Every woman does not have that pressure. I'm talking about the coochie with the viscosity. I'm talking about you could do a coochie juice pool. I'm talking to y'all. What do you expect us to do in there? I'm not talking about to get wet. I'm talking about to stay wet. I'm talking to the few to proud. What do y'all expect us to do? Especially if niggas is in there raw. What do you expect us to do? Riddle me that. Fuck him out. For what? Nigga had to walk with Jesus to walk on water. What the fuck you expect me to do? Swimming one of the hardest activities far as workout. That's full body and aerobic all at the same time. How long you think I'm finna swim? You just expect me to be Michael Phelps in this bitch, no training? No, you better be happy I lasted 3 minutes. Fuck is you talking about? You better be happy I lasted 3 minutes. I don't know who the fuck you think I am. I don't know what that is you think you got between them knees, shorty. But no, no, no. Be still, and we wouldn't have this problem. Be still, we wouldn't have this problem. I'm trying to tell y'all on behalf of the fellas, if you would just be still, that's not just like again, that's not niggas trying to be sexy. I just say it in a commanding voice and shit like that so I don't fuck up the mold. I'm telling you, you fitting to fuck it up. Be still. The next time you hunching and the nigga tell you to leave it right there, leave that motherfucker right there immediately. All that, the more moving and shit that you doing when a nigga tell you to leave the shit right there, you are taking time off the clock. Bruh, the nigga almost found it. And the niggas know what I'm talking about. The nigga done almost found it. And you finna fuck it up. Be still. Stay right there. You up here gonna rock the coochie back and forth. You creating more tidal waves. This nigga finally done found a calm stream in the sea for he could sail on, and you want more waves. You want more chaos. Who that's why you think that's gonna help? I was just finna reach autopilot. Was just about to reach autopilot. See, y'all, that's ladies, that's what y'all don't understand, okay? And fellas, my fault if I'm telling our business. When I say you got to let me load it up, when I say for me, our good dick got the buffer, right? You got to let a man load up the autopilot the way it take y'all a hot little second to load up to the real orgasm, right? You gotta let a nigga get there. You feel me? You gotta let a nigga load that I got to warm up. I got to get the jitters out. Got to get the potential prematures out. But you want to get into all the extra shit ASAP. That be y'all. That be y'all. You gotta let me load up. Autopilot is both of our friend. Believe me, you want me to hit flow state in the yeeks. Real niggas in here, they gonna stop me if I'm lying. You want me to hit the flow state in the yeeks. Why are you trying to go so hard and I just got here? You got to warm up before any workout. You not supposed to hit the weights cold. You at least gotta walk a little bit, get your heart rate up, get the blood pumping. Why do you think hunching is different? Especially if I'm finna be doing most of the work in this motherfucker. Why you think this different? Let me load the good dick up. You wanna PR every night, but you don't want me to stretch. You swear you want me to max out. Every time I'm in the coochie, you want me to keep taking it higher. But you don't want a nigga to stretch. You don't want me to drink no water. No pre-workout, no protein shake. Let me find it the way you got to find it to get your orgasms and shit. Let me find it. I'm trying to get a feel for the coochie. I'm measuring. Real niggas know what I'm talking about. When you think we in there doing goofy shit, all the extra hip shit, no, shorty, I'm measuring. I'm taking a survey of the playing field. That's right. I'm trying to see where the wall, G spot, cervix. I'm trying to see what's going on in this motherfucker. Be still. Fellas, my bad if I'm giving too much game. I'm trying to see what's going on. Yeah. Y'all, I know y'all didn't know this shit for real, but I'm trying to see what's good. At what angle should I, you know what I'm saying? How do I actually fit in the motherfucker? Do I need the, nobody sent me schematics to the coochie. So I got to, you know, take a walk, if you will. And y'all be ruining the shit. Y'all be slick ruining the shit. Land don't move when you taking survey pictures. You know what I'm saying? The land, the property is not gonna move when you taking survey pictures. So when I'm up here mapping the coochie out, be still. Be still. I said leave the motherfucker right there. How you gonna say yes, sir? How you gonna say yes, sir, and then do some other shit? Anyway, told y'all I was gonna do about an hour and then pack. We up here at an hour and 11 minutes. The extra 10 of them things, you feel me? So I'm about to get the fuck on. It's been another Trip After Dark live. If you're down in the Louisville area, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, shit, Indy ain't too far away. Pull up on your cousin, man. We in Louisville tomorrow, Embassy Suites, 9. Finna get busy for the real Trip After Dark live. For now, I'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all spending the evening with your cousin. We up out of there.